It's weak.
That's why I think we need to explain the freedom of speech. I actually believe the First Amendment in the United Kingdom.
I would like some sort of constitutional protections for freedom of speech. Honestly, you can't breed anything but weakness when you try to insulate people from offensive things. That's all it does. It makes you weak. It makes you dependent. It's not empowering. It's not going to help anyone. Sorry, do you want to go for just whoever's nearest?
How do you usually start this? I'm a person of colour and...
Can I know your name?
I have a very African name, Kofi. Kofi. Think of coffee. The question I'd like to ask is, I don't want to start any beef or anything, but you know Michael Rowlands, the guy from Australia? I know you'd smash him, but what do you think of his stance? Because I feel like a lot of his opinions are just like too retarded. You did a video and I'm not going to watch the whole
I don't watch any of his content. Well, I'm sorry, Mike, I don't watch it.
Well, I'll give him a point. He said, he's like, he talked about the whole, I wouldn't even rape you thing. I'm on your side with that, by the way. And his argument was...
Oh, sorry, go on.
His argument was, I mean, look at the moral fighting of this guy. I mean, he's telling everybody that he wouldn't even rape her. Like, she's a rape victim. And I'm like, what would Sargon reply with that? Would you do what you usually do and be like, I don't care about your moral outrage?
Well, I would say, Mike, as the male feminist, maybe you're the one who's promising not to rape anyone. Yeah, the lady had her hand up, who took her hand down when she realised that she needed it.
I'm a lady. Thank you for doing this. But,
no problem.
I think as women generally get older, they tend to not believe in this feminist bullshit as much. When I was about 18, I'm 25 now, when I was about 18, I was fully into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was. And I got a little bit older, started seeing all the stuff on YouTube, everything like that, and slowly didn't read it anymore. I went to Norwich with my sister, and I took her because she's young, impressionable, all that. And we went to see Cassie Jones' Red Pill movie.
Oh, wow.
And my sister just turned around and was like, I cannot believe this stuff exists. Do you believe that maybe as, like I said, as we get a little bit older, and we start to see how things really are, women, that they kind of tend to lose it a bit because they're not around the university culture and all that?
Yeah, okay, so there are a bunch of things. So, being in proximity to people who can reinforce these ideological constructs really keeps you in the bubble. This is why everyone's like, oh, social justice is a cult, feminism is a cult. Because it looks like a cult. It operates like a cult. And this is the basis of how cults operate. They lie to you about the world. And as soon as you get out into the world, you see that men aren't actually all, oppressing women, raping them in the streets. You know,
I've dragged my husband's now. I've dragged my husband here.
I'm so sorry. The ideological construct that feminism has of men doesn't map onto what men are actually like. And so when you're being told, oh, men are evil, men are bad, men are whatever, and then you see men, you meet men, you know them, and you realise this isn't lining up. It's naturally going to fall away. You have to get out of this kind of insular mentality that they have. And this is why they don't want you to. This is why they don't want you to hang around with anyone, they don't want you to talk to someone like me, they want you to block all these other opinions. Don't listen to them, because if you do, they're going to brew the conditioning.
I get called self-loathing all the time on Facebook, in my comment section, and I hate myself. Like, I hate it because I'm quite feminine.
Oh, right.
I'm far from self-loathing, but I don't care what they think anymore.
Imagine the fucking arrogance of someone to say, hey, look, I don't know you, but by the way, did you know you hate yourself?
Someone I used to be on a committee with where I live, he is, oh my God, he's head of where I live, anti-fascist group, and he drops me fucking insane.
I'm sorry that you have a communist infestation. I hear there's a cream for that.
First things first, I'd like to pay tribute to a man who stood on that stage and died 6 years ago today, Christopher Hitchens.
Oh, really? on, I think it's important to note that Hitchens is the horseman who would have been with us the most. In the opinion of an SJW, Hitchens is a racist, a misogynist, an Islamophobe, probably a transphobe as well, and frankly, they're glad he's dead, which is to our loss. He would be caning them right now. Unfortunately, you've just got me.
My question is not to start any allegations against you yourself, but you...
Go on.
You made a video on the Amos Yee situation, in which you made a video about the Amos Yee situation.
Oh, the Amos Yee situation?
Yes, madam. And would you be willing to retract what you said because of what he said in comments about him genuinely being a pedophile?
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm sure he's trolling. I'm absolutely sure he's trolling. I don't know how else to describe it. Because, like... I mean, look at his face when he's doing it. He's smiling at you. You know, he's like, yeah, you know, I think it's okay for whatever, pro-pedophile propaganda. He's grinning, he's smiling, he's laughing, he's finding it entertaining. He's trolling you. Don't feed the trolls, that's all. That's the only way to beat them as well. And we should know, let's be honest.
Anyway, so I'm currently a university student, and obviously, like, with all the anti-free speech stuff that's coming out, particularly, you know, like a lot of students getting in trouble, getting arrested and stuff. What would your advice be to someone like me in regards to kind of social media, and like, I have been posting to Facebook a lot and like Twitter and stuff, but I was thinking of cutting back on it. Like, do you think the benefits of keep pushing outweigh the dangers of being arrested, or where do you stand on that?
It's really up to you, because you've really got to make a decision of whether you're ready to be a martyr, because they're going to throw everything they have at you. Now, luckily, as Lindsay Shepherd learned, and can we get a round of applause for Lindsay Shepherd? On a personal note, I can't describe how useful what she did was. I mean, she must know what the environment was like, which is why she went in there to record it anyway. But how many times has that happened where it hasn't been recorded? How many times? So yeah, I mean, basically, are you prepared to have your life ruined by a group of internet bullies? That's your question. If that's what you want, if you want to lose your potential career, if you want to find yourself in all manner of trouble and have thousands of people online tell you how much they hate you, then yes, do it. If not, don't. But the thing is, you don't have to be a hero. You know, this will change. We will make it change. It won't be like this forever. But in the meantime, you've got to weigh up the pros and cons of your own situation. You have to decide, is it worth it for me? That's all you can do. Don't be a hero if you don't feel like being a hero. But if you can, you know, sneak in, you know, if you share the odd video of someone who's not quite as loathed as I am by the SJWs, but you can start spreading these ideas. So it's up to you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hi, Simon. Hi, everyone. God, there are a lot of people here. I can see why you're nervous. Anyway, I'm stuck between two questions. So, what do you fancy, Russia or alt-right? Okay, alt-right. It's more fun. They always get annoyed. They're adorable. I was just wondering, what do you think the future of the alt-right is? And do you ever think they'll be mainstream enough to be weaponised, like the SJW movement was with Hillary, to actually try and influence the campaign? And also, just a little fun question, because I know you're a history buff. Alexander of Macedon versus Julius Caesar, equal size army, two armies enter, one army leaves. Who wins?
Okay, so
I'll just shake your hand because I'm really grateful.
Oh, sure. Cover the first one. I don't know how covering the first one, I mean, I don't see how the alt-right have a path to power. I don't see how they're ever going to be able to co-opt an institution and actually enforce any kind of white identitarianism. Because, I mean, is there anyone in this room who thinks white identitarianism is a good idea? Well, no, two people. Right, okay. I'll talk to you about it in a second. Most people aren't in favour of what they want. Most people, frankly, don't hate people of other races. It's just the way it is. Secondly, man, you can go to any history forum on the net and find a 150-page thread of people arguing that exact question. If I say anything... Okay, so I actually would give it to Caesar because Alexander was kind of... But the thing is, they're actually not entirely different. Alexander and Caesar were gifted amazing armies. And Alexander had the luck of facing a weak, decrepit empire. As soon as you knock off the head of the empire, the whole thing is yours for the taking. So it's actually not as difficult as, say, conquering a vast area of disparate tribes who are all fighting you, and then fighting a civil war against armies very much like the Romans, very experienced generals, and then managing to actually win. So I'd probably go Caesar, which is my conversation. But Alexander is more like romantic, you know, the romance Alexander. Heroic, great story, but Caesar's, you know. Exactly.
Did they name a salad after Alexander?
Sorry?
Did they name a salad after Alexander?
That's a good point. They didn't name a medical operation either. They did name about a dozen cities though, so there's that. Right, who's Hey man.
Hey there. Aussie shitposter here.
Hey!
Anyway,
Come on, mate.
My high school physics teacher, Mr. Tony Booth, says hi. But no, he's gonna watch this and he's gonna like get really shocked. But anyway, I'd first like to say I kind of got into you about 2 years ago with Gamergate, and my physics teacher I just kind of paid homage to, got me into you. I kind of been going in and out of different right-wing circles, left-wing circles, whatever, since then. And I recently came across your interview with Jared Taylor on your second channel. And I thought that was actually a really good opportunity for some future conversation, not just with the alt-right, but just with kind of any extreme entity, because you didn't really do what a lot of other people did with Jared Taylor, you know, just completely scream at him like they were just swelling themselves. You're able to keep him on his toes, but also kind of address his points, and he was able to actually, you're able to get some dialectic across, and that's the thing, the idea. I guess...
You don't have a question?
No. I guess, no. Well, there's that, but I guess, I do have a question, but I guess, what can you say to like media people or just to anyone in the mainstream that conversation isn't a bad thing? Because a lot of the time,
Let's give up for Mike. I think maybe questions say about media. What do I do with media? The answer is as little as possible.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, what was it?
I was gonna say, sorry. Sorry.
God, I've only got 2 minutes before I get over chance.
Come on, Paul. Okay, sorry, dude.
Okay.
Really embarrassing myself here. But no, with the people in the mainstream, I know that you want to try and build an alternative platform, but right now it's not easy to do that. So for people who are in the mainstream, how could you actually put a message out and say, just talking to people like Jared Taylor or whoever, you're not going to sully your institution. You're actually going to possibly put them on their toes. You know, how can you actually make this appealing just to have conversation? That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I mean, it only appeals to the people who are interested. If you want to have a conversation, you're interested in listening to people in conversations, then you're going to just have to find it. I mean, they don't want to have... Well, actually, it's not true. Do you know what's really interesting? Is the amount of coverage people like Jared Taylor and Richard Spencer get. They're only famous because of Vice News. I mean, it's like they actually secretly love the racists in the same way the Catholic Church loves Satan. Because secretly they know people aren't going to join them. They know this before they even start. But they want to present them like they're an existential threat, like there's a boogeyman. Look, we need social justice because he exists. Why the fuck are you telling us about that? Idiots. But yeah, so I don't know. It's a question I can't really answer. I don't know. I guess we'll go for one more.
Hello? It's more of a statement than a question. When are you getting into politics? Because
when I say I never want to get into politics. I swear to you, I can't wait until I can resign from doing this. Not because I don't love doing this, because this is great fun, but like, it's stressful being a culture warrior. It's, you know, you end up with a lot of enemies that you don't necessarily need, and it means you don't get to do what you actually want. You know, I'm doing this because I feel like I'm obliged to do this. Because if I don't do this, who else is going to do it? You know. But I would love to just sit there making like crappy video games and history podcasts and stuff like that. That would be what I would personally like to do. So. It honestly makes it all the more ironic when the SJWs are saying, well, you're doing this because you want fame and fortune and power and influence. I'm like, no, I don't. I really don't. But you're kind of making that happen for me, so I guess we'll carry on.
Important question, which pub are you going to?
I actually don't know. What I'll do is after we've packed up and everyone's gone, I'll come out into the lobby and like speak to people one-on-one and stuff for a bit, if that's cool with everyone. As I'm now being overcharged, I guess I'll stop. But thank you so much for coming. I really do.
Logically speaking,